Burners polluting the whole front line.
I don't think you want to see the Goliath we have at the back. The Goliath.
Ruben Diaz.
The man amongst boys.
He's conceded both times we faced him.
The man amongst boys.
You know Ruben Diaz had his worst game of the season against Chelsea.
Hey, we call Ruben Diaz Champions League R.
What?
I'm trying to think of playoff P, but...
Hey, the guy's
a Champions League R.
Yo, I'm tryna get my sterling up in the city, so s'il play. As soon as my child can walk, it's straight project Mbappe. But all the verbal, as soon as I hear that whistle, we get straight to the action. Come on lads, where's the passion? Do like Alamat, we wear headbands for the fashion. If the defenders drop back, we counter and then attack them. I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball, I got my eye on the ball.
Yes, people, you already know what it is. We're back, live and direct, at the home ground. What are we calling it?
You can't do it. You can't throw that to me straight off the thing, man. Like,
you know me,
that's a tough one. I'm good at this stuff, but you have to give me time to premeditate a bit.
You have to confer about that one. I was thinking maybe we had something off the top that we could have called the home ground. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're still calling it.
So we had the whole car drive. Here for like how long setting up, and it's now that you want to chat. Yeah. Get out of here,
Can't just throw anything out there.
I'll get back to them on that one. I know they like the jingle, but that one was a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear that, man.
I'll get back to them.
People, well gone. I hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's blessed. Hope everyone's had a good week.
Sure.
Why not start the week off with eyes on the ball, with the eye test. Obviously, once again, we can't do this without High Press Media. Always have to shout them out after each episode, just to make sure you know what's happening behind the scenes with Eyes on the Ball. The eye test is the show where three friends come together, use our eyes, watch football, and make judgments.
Simple as. All opinions are ours, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Trust me, fam. All opinions made right here in the studio. But yeah, man, we might as well get straight into it.
Only right.
Champions League, man. I mean, it's the only place to start.
Are you saying, you had to flash back the clip for the minute?
Bro.
Yeah?
You might as well recreate.
It's done, man. Come, man.
We'll do that editing. But nah, man. Chelsea, Manchester City, obviously, both progressed to the Champions League final.
Yes, sir.
All stuff that we already know. The real question is, the Champions League final, who's going to win, man?
Right, straight in like that.
Man. There's no point in wasting time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously, like, I'm gonna say us, man. You're gonna say you, man, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But you know, we don't do it like that here. We have to actually analyze it, man.
For sure.
How do you wanna talk about the Premier League game?
I think how I want you to, or the question I'd ask to you is,
why do I believe
think,
we'll win?
Or no, not even that. Do you think Tuchel's got the one up on Guardiola after beating him 2 times?
No, I don't.
Cool.
I don't.
Why?
Alright, cool. So let's look at the 2 games in question, that he's played against Pep. The first game in the Champions League, we played a double pivot. And like we discussed even on our way, the best City team this season, we don't play double pivot. We play Fernandinho and essentially 5 midfielders, in it. Really and truly.
Yeah.
So I don't think, and plus, I genuinely believe that Pep didn't care about that game, innit? Too tough. I don't think he cared about that game enough to win that.
Talking about yesterday's game?
No. I'm talking about the first game, the FA Cup fixture, innit?
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So, and then yesterday's game, I think, was an even bigger reflection of that. We've seen Pep do something that he's never done this season. He's played a 3 at the back, and within that team as well, he's played 1 midfielder in the whole team. In the whole team, there was 1 midfielder in the whole team, which was Rodri, innit? Played Ferran Torres, Sterling, Jesus and Aguero. It was just a mess, innit, really and truly. And I think Pep's reasoning behind this, it is weird, innit? But I think he tried to dumb down the Champions League final as best as he could, in a sense where he didn't want to he didn't want to make this game look as a prelude to anything. Do you get what I'm saying? I said to you in the car as well that I think it was some sort of a genius move on Pep's part.
To what? To play that system?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
In the sense where, alright, cool. Let's say, you lot had beaten us. And we played
Oh, sorry. You know, you said it.
I was trying to ride that Chelsea.
You know what I'm saying in a way where I was like, did you forget what happened, bro?
Relax, bro. Yeah, so I think if we had lost this game, playing any similar to how we usually play, I think it would have been mentally damaging to us in the Champions League, innit? Because cool, the first game you could knock it as cool, that's not us playing our best team or formation or whatever. But if you man actually beat us playing our football, then it's like, man might actually have the one up on us for the Champions League.
Have your number.
Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas if you now, and I think we could have won the game. Do you know what I'm saying? That where a penalty goes in could be having a whole different conversation. But we lost. Cool, fair enough. But I think with us losing in the manner that we did, playing the formation that we did, with the players that we did, I think it's a thing where it's like, cool, we lost. Try something new, whatever. So it is what it is, man. So I think it took a bit of pressure off us in him trying to like dumb down the actual fixture. Because a lot of the talk was about this could be the kind of the warm up to the Champions League kind of thing. And I think even Chelsea as well, you did not play the team that you would play in Champions League final.
Yeah.
So I think both managers in some respects done something to kind of dumb down
I think
the grand scene, as it were.
As a neutral, what do you think to that?
I think to say it took pressure off you, I think is a stretch, because you lost at the end of the day. That's 2 losses. Now you cannot afford to lose. If you lose in the final, then he can genuinely say Tuchel's got Pep's number.
I hear that, but wouldn't you, if you were to lose 2 fixtures, wouldn't you lose those fixtures doing something different?
Yeah, but you don't have to lose. That's the point.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And both games are big games.
Best case scenario, you don't lose, innit? Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
But my point is that if I'm losing trying something new, I'm more content with that as opposed to us losing playing what we actually play. Because then it's like, we've really been sussed out now.
I agree with that.
The final's going to be a whole different game.
I agree with that.
You aren't going to play the seat that you played on 2 occasions.
But I still think
I
still think the fact that you actually lost puts more pressure on you. You got what I mean? Because now there's no excuses. You've kept everything in the clip. Cool. Do you got what I mean? You haven't shown your cards. Yeah. So now it's like you better show out in the final. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise you got no.
Can I flip it?
No excuse. Go on.
You know how we've been saying for a while now how Chelsea have the least pressure, or they're walking in with no pressure almost because you lot aren't supposed to be here. Essentially, do you think that with you guys beating us twice, that's put more pressure on you lot now? Because now is the thing where, alright, cool, maybe you actually can compete here.
No, because then you're speaking out both sides out your mouth.
What do you mean?
You're saying Pep didn't really try to win, so the win wasn't worth much in the first place. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can't then say exactly.
From a Chelsea perspective, would you lot be coming in with more confidence now, knowing that you beat us twice?
Confidence, but not pressure.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Confidence and pressure are very
and that's what the balance that you didn't hit right.
I think the pressure here is still the same as it was last week.
Of course it is. Yeah. The pressure has never changed. Then this is where I'm gonna come in and basically say that everything that you said to me, or everything that you just explained to the people at home, in my opinion, is just a representation of a boxer being on the ropes. Everything you said was defensive. Pep cared. Pep wants to win. He doesn't not care about games.
Could have won the title.
The FA Cup game, do you know what? I would even maybe give it to you. You play the formation, but when you don't have Edison, you don't play Walker. Fernandinho and Rodri played, but you play Sterling, Ferran Torres, Gabriel Jesus. But KDB started, so you might. But I'll allow the FA Cup game, innit?
Oh yeah.
And he came off injured, innit? Phil Foden came on, Gundogan came on. So like, I won't say he didn't care, but do you know what? I'll say cool. This game was an opportunity to win, and in my opinion, you're saying that Pep didn't care. That's why he experimented. Yeah. Pep doesn't experiment if Tuchel's not playing a back three. Do you understand what I'm saying? If Tuchel plays a normal back four system, Pep plays a normal back four system. The reason why he wanted to test out that back three is to see whether it was an option in the final, to maybe match up the formations to see.
Wait, so you think he played that formation then that Tuchel's gonna play a three as well?
No, obviously he knows Tuchel's playing a three. He knows that Tuchel's not changing because he's not changed since he's been at Chelsea. I'm saying that Pep played a three because he wanted to see whether matching up with Chelsea's back three was an option.
Experimenting, basically.
Do you know what I'm saying? And for me, one thing you have to remember is both teams play their B teams. And fair enough, there was a comment you made when we spoke, obviously, like that we looked more like our system.
You don't look more like you than we
However, the players still make the system. We've seen that better players obviously make the system better or make your team improve. So the fact that we could beat Man City's B team, because Ruben Diaz and still ballers in that team. We could beat Man City's B team shows me that there's an opportunity there where we don't have the pressure. We don't need to go into that game thinking that we have to win because, like I said,
you ain't even meant to
if
be
Chelsea
here.
win the Champions League, we've cheated the process. Like, you know how we've made all these for the whole season when people talk about processes, especially when Lampard, even Oli, I'd say at the beginning of the season when people were still unsure, Arteta at the beginning of the season with Arsenal, when people were comparing processes, they were talking about what Klopp's and Guardiola's. They're saying Pep finished 4th in his first season. You have to give every manager time. Klopp, he needed to integrate his system. He needed to do da-di-da-di-da. And Klopp, Pep, finished 4th in his first year. I believe they won the League Cup as well, though. I might be wrong. But Liverpool didn't win anything really till they really started showing themselves once they had all the players in the system. Look, at the end of the day, all that system, all that process nonsense will be thrown in the bin if Chelsea were to win the Champions League now. Winning the Champions League doesn't mean you're the best team in Europe, but it means that you're the best team in Europe for that season, based on the fact that you won the trophy. No, wait. I just said it doesn't mean you're the best team in Europe. Of course, if Chelsea win, they're not the best team in Europe. I know that. But the trophy says that you're the best team in Europe, and you can't dispute that. Like,
but just to dispute one thing.
Just quickly, and then you can dispute it, innit? So my point is now that we can show ourselves to be in a team that have announced themselves if we can win this Champions League, especially after the fact that we aren't the favourites to win it. And that's why I think that all that talk about Pep not caring and not trying to show his cards, fair enough, I'll give them that, but Tuchel also didn't show his cards as well because he didn't put Mason Mount in the squad. Thiago Silva wasn't in the squad. Kai Havertz, who's in the form of his life, didn't even come onto the pitch. So like
form of his Chelsea life.
Chelsea. No, but my thing wasn't more. It's more so to do with the system that we played as opposed to the actual players. I think we could have played our normal team, but playing a 3 at the back end. We've never played a 3 at the back for one. And I think the biggest drastic change is the fact that we only played one midfielder, bro. Like we play the most midfielders in Europe, fam. We essentially play with a back 4, one winger, and the rest of our players.
What I find so interesting though is that in that game particularly, and it's important to make mention of it because it's things that we can use to almost give us an insight into what we see to happen in the final. It was 1-1 when you brought on Gundogan and Phil Foden. So you did change the system during the game. Yeah. And look, I'm saying momentum is a big thing in games. And you need to respect Thomas Tuchel. That's what I think is getting kind of lost in it. I don't think Pep doesn't respect him. I think because Pep is obviously giving him a lot of credit as well. He actually name drops him in his interviews and that. But I think it's a thing where Pep being the overthinker that he is, can make some mistakes because he's going up against a guy that he really respects. Yeah, we see. And that's the thing that we're almost asking questions of, because the questions are of Pep. Can you win your first Champions League without Messi? Can you win Man City's first Champions League? Can you set a legacy that will put you ingrained in football forever? Pep's already got his legacy laid down, but taking Man City to the Champions League title is a new found legacy. All the questions are on him. Can he Pep hasn't lost his finals, but let's remember the teams he's had in those finals. I mean, that's why I don't pay too much notice in the 14 out of 15. Yeah. Bro, he's had Messi, he's had Bayern Munich, and then he's had Man City in a lot of the finals that he's played as well. He's faced very, very meaty teams in those finals. And it's not a coincidence that when they have got knocked out earlier on in the tournament, it's been to decentish teams, apart from Wigan last year in the FA Cup. So, for me, look, it's just about whether or not Pep doesn't tinker too much. But it'll be interesting to see if Chelsea actually beat Man City's best team. That will then be something.
I think that's even an interesting point, because we've seen Pep almost kind of relapse into his old self against PSG. First half, PSG. Yeah, we saw that the fullbacks weren't flying forward as much as they usually do. And in the first half, we looked like a beaten team. You know what I'm saying? Second half now, he switched it completely now. So I think, I do 100% hit that point, man. But I think now he's learnt, man. I don't know why he actually went for that back three last game. It could be a thing, like you said, with him.
I think you just wanted to rest everybody.
That's why I'm not putting a lot of emphasis on it, because I can't take that seriously.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's never done that this season. Like, what, do you get what
But
I'm
I
saying?
still think,
and ironically, is against a team that, like, everyone knows that particular game wasn't just a normal Premier League game, bro.
no, but the thing is, you had a chance to win the title.
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean?
That's
to
the
secure
only
the
thing I was mad
title.
about. That's
Do
the
you know
only
what I
thing
mean?
I was
And
mad
you
about.
lost. Do
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
the
To
only
the
thing I
team
was
that
mad
you're
about.
about to face in the final of the Champions League.
Well, we might have flipping had a chance to win it last week if your fans didn't flipping come and riot, bro.
Listen,
It's a joke, man.
get it done, bro. That's what we're screaming now. But from a neutral perspective, I think, yeah, all the pressure's on you, man, fam. All the pressure's on Pep. All the pressure's on City. It's
100%.
It's time to get it done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Chelsea are playing with house money right now. They're not even meant to be here. Do you know what I mean?
I did make points for Tuchel though. One thing I'll give him, I think this game was another example of him adjusting well, which is what he's done his whole Chelsea tenure. Against whatever opposition he's come against, he's been able to adjust well during the game, essentially.
And that, okay, so finish off.
Yeah. Another one, conceded, yes, but still defensively solid. That's another thing as well. You didn't leak goals that game.
That's the point I was just going to piggyback off. The fact that I literally wrote an article, and Adam saw the article as well, where I was saying, can we come back and win from 1-0 down? Because we've only been 1-0 down once. That was against Southampton, and we drew that game. And we didn't look good in that game. But then, what did we do? Go 1-0 down against City. Of course, it could have been 2-0, but at the end of the day, it was 1-0. Second half, came out and dominated. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what Chelsea fans want to see. We want to see winning football, so we want to win trophies, but they want it in a more attractive way. And like, this is 2 games now I've seen us show we can boss the ball against Man City, and not many teams in the league can go toe to toe with Man City when it comes to. Look, Man City will always have that period in the game where they will dominate.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the fact that we also had a large period in the game where we dominated, and it wasn't like we were chasing the goal. Because we when we got to 1-1, we were still dominating the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what really showed me that this team has a lot of potential.
I think that whole second half, like the adjustments that Tuchel made going into the second half, was impressive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It shows that in game, Pep's gonna have to, do you know what I mean, be able to respond in game. But just to continue the boxing analogy that you gave, in terms of City being on the ropes, I think Chelsea are just that awkward boxer that you just don't want to face. Do you know what I'm saying? That guy that you don't land clean shots on. He doesn't have a heavy bang, but you don't want to face him. It's going 12 rounds. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You have to. You can't get clipped. Do you know what I mean?
I hear it.
You have to put in a good showing, fam.
It's for me. It's a hard game for me to kind of judge in it, just on the basis of
Chelsea.
I haven't seen Pep do his best against Chelsea this season. That's the only thing.
And there's a reason for that. That's what I'm saying. There's a reason for that.
But then,
because they're awkward, fam.
But then at the same time, and what's so funny is,
but I think it's circumstantial.
It's not a coincidence, bro. It's not a coincidence that the Chelsea game against Frank Lampard was the start of your 21, or was it 18 or 21?
20 game.
Yeah, 20 game win streak, and that's where you flipped a switch and you were like, rah. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And that was against a Chelsea with the inexperienced manager of Dardy. But I'm not making excuses for that Chelsea performance. We were torrid, as in we were terrible, and you ripped us apart, and rightfully so. But my point is now that when you now bring in a manager like Tuchel, who has shown that he doesn't want his team to concede, but his team is still a potent threat on the other side, that's ingredients, or that's the recipe for beating a Manchester City. Being potent in attack. Of course, it sounds so one-dimensional, sounds so easy, but that is literally it. Being potent on attack, making every attack count, but also being defensively resolute, and that's what we were. And I think
it's because it's when you're consistently a threat. Do you know what I mean? I think that maybe making every attack count, but I think it's just because you're composed. Do you know what I mean? You guys don't feel as though, we got the ball now we need to make something happen.
Yeah.
As you said, you can have 20, 30-minute spells in which you're actually controlling the game.
Yeah.
So there's no pressure to score on every chance that you're creating, stuff like that.
Look, at the end of the day, though, I don't want to... Fam, look, I'm always going to support Chelsea, even if we were 1,000 to 1.
That's what I was just about to say.
But
if we actually get into
Man
the
City,
tactical,
Man City,
if we get into the actual, what we expect to see.
And I think not even expect to see, because I still expect to see shades of Man City dominating for a period and Chelsea dominating for a period. But I think that on the balance of it, the reason why we are saying that you guys have all the pressure is because, one, you've got the better manager. Regardless of what Tuchel has shown so far, Pep has shown way more and for a longer period. You've got the better players. You've got the better squad. Like, you've got Phil Foden, who's a gem, who's shown in the Champions League that he's a quality.
Phil Foden can't even be the first name. Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Has to be the name.
Yeah. I just want to, English media, English bias, you know what I'm saying?
But fam, but to get into actual text of the game, I think City have to be able to deal with Chelsea on the break, because I don't think Pep will allow you to dominate the way you have in previous games. I'm not expecting.
I don't think he has that say over that.
I think he does. I think he does.
I don't think he does.
I think they're gonna press.
I don't think
they're gonna try to press you on a mad
and
team, suffocate.
We're good at coming out of the press, though. To be fair.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But yeah,
but it's, I mean, it's a different challenge.
Depends on what you see.
Exactly, it's a different type of challenge. I think Pep's gonna try and dictate the terms from the jump. Do you know what I mean? Because I think you guys, they haven't put their foot on their necks with you guys the way they do with everyone else.
That's what I've been trying to
do. You know what I mean?
I don't think you felt the full force of City, in my opinion.
But then again, that's what happens when you're facing an awkward fighter. You're not gonna fight your best.
100%. But then again, I think in the final is going to be a different. You're going to see the team that we should have played every time we see.
But then again, Tuchel can adjust. Are you ready to counter?
Look,
if they adjust, it's worse for them than it's for us.
No, that's not
Why?
true.
Why? Because they're the underdogs.
You have to adjust. I think it looks not worse, but it's harder for Man City to adjust than Chelsea to adjust.
Do you know I think it's peaker for you lot to adjust, because
you've just shown us 2 instances where you've changed your team and not beaten us, and you've said that's because you've not played your strongest team.
That's what I'm saying. So then, that's what I'm saying. If you lot adjust, it's worse for you than it's for us.
No, because our adjusting...
We shouldn't adjust. That's my point.
Our adjusting comes down to personnel, not down to tactics. We will never adjust tactics. Tactics will always remain the same.
But you man are jackable trades, though. You man are literally jackable trades.
That's the tact.
Within the game.
That's what I'm saying. You lot adjust your tactics.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's how we won the game yesterday.
I'm saying for us, if you want to convincingly beat Chelsea, we play the team that's been getting us success this whole season.
But you don't have. Do you think Man City have a plan B?
Do I think you have a plan?
If your plan A,
I think they showed a little bit in against PSG in the second leg. Do you know what I mean? They sat back a little bit.
The thing is, though, that was never plan B, though. That was plan A, was always to push up. They always did that. They just decided to be more cautious, but then they conceded.
But do you know what you have to
remember?
remember?
That's why they then went to plan A and say, actually, let's.
But I still think that is a tool that might need to be utilised. You know what I mean? Even if, let's say, as I said, you do break out of that press, and it gets to a point where no matter how hard they're trying to press you, you are getting your way out. Then do you know what I mean? They might have to sit back.
But
the reason why stretch. One big thing is the reason why I think Chelsea and PSG are very, very different is because when you face PSG, you know who you're going into the game to mark, to shut out, to say, look, if you shut out this guy, nothing else is happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But with Chelsea, it doesn't work like that because it's not a team of there's no individual in that team. Yeah. There's no one that you're saying, oh yeah, today's the day I'm gonna lock this guy up and that means the whole team's not playing. That's why what I'm saying is, look, at the end of the day, we aren't the favourites. However, it's when you're playing with house money that things are very, very risque. I just think, and this is just my last comment, you man can go through, but my last comment on this is, I just see this being a classic Joshua versus Ruiz where, yes, there will be times where you could knock us down, but at the end of the day, it's the punching power that I just don't think you'll see coming again. Even though in these 2 games, like you said,
Chelsea don't have the punching power of Ruiz though.
We definitely do.
Yeah, fam, they beat you twice.
And you just said, just deep it. I'm even piggybacking off what he said. He said Pep didn't care, so he's surely not gonna see coming when we play the A team, like the punching power of the A team. Like, you've not seen what Havertz can do against Man City. You've not seen, bro. Like, you know
insofar as Werner is on that pitch, bro, I'm not backing your punching power, G. I'm not banking on Werner punishing Man City.
But bro, the bangs are coming from angles that you're not aware of, fam.
No, that is right. That is Werner banging you from where you're not aware of.
You know the ones when the bangs are over the top. You're like, yo, where did this even come from?
But what's it called? Quickly, I think one of the key things here is that Chelsea are shown that they can play a very regimented,
disciplined,
very fine defensive shape, innit? I think that's a problem for you guys in the way that we play, because it's so hard to pick up players with the way that we play. like I was saying to Darren as well, I think you don't be pulled out of... You will be pulled into weird positions that you don't really want to go into, but you have to go to. It's the kind of thing where, do I follow my man or do I not? And the fact that we don't play with a set number 9, and we have players making third runs into the box, stuff like that, I think it'll show... you don't have to prove a different dynamic in your defense,
I hear that.
basically.
But
I think it's an adjustment that you haven't done yet. Before.
You know what the response to the issue with that is? Not issue, but the trump card, N'Golo Kante. That guy is on the edge of the... You man like to settle down, edge of the box, pop it around from side to side.
Yeah.
Bro, Kante is going to be nibbling. And you got 3 centre-backs behind you, so it's not like he has to be dropping in. Do you know what I mean? Playing deep. He's going to be pushing up on whoever's on the edge of the box. Kante is going to be nibbling at them. Do you know what I mean? Mason Mount is a good presser as well.
The game will be won in midfield, 100%.
100%.
And look,
and
Fernandinho don't want to see Mason Mount again.
Huh?
You know Fernandinho don't want to see
Chilwell
Mason
ain't trying to see Mahrez, bro.
Chilwell?
He ain't trying to see Mahrez, bro.
That is a bad match.
That's a
bad
matchup. That's a bad matchup.
That's a bad matchup.
bro.
Who normally plays behind Chilwell as well? On the left?
Rudiger. Who's been solid. Like, Rudiger, I have Rudiger taking Mahrez.
I see him giving us a pen.
Nah. If it was Aspie...
Zuma
If it was Aspie... Zuma's not playing, fam. Thiago Silva, bro.
Thiago Silva, Aspie,
and Rudiger.
No, but Reece James is not starting. So it's going to be...
No, Aspie, Thiago Silva, Rudiger.
And who's the other centre back? No, who's the other?
I just named 3. Aspie won't play right wing back, I don't think.
He will, bro.
If he does,
Christensen's in.
He's
like
in
the hamstring injury as well.
You think that puts Reece James in the lineup?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the way Reece James played, showing that he can be a threat against Man City. Showed he was a threat against Benjamin Mendy and Zinchenko.
Don't say Benjamin Mendy.
No, but Zinchenko as well. When Zinchenko came on, he still got past him a number of times, and the goal came from Zinchenko's side as well. So
I think that's going to be a big storyline as well. How high can your fullbacks get up the pitch?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because if they're pinning you back, I think that spells bad news.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because Chilwell, you want him running towards
on the same side. Man City's wingers aren't tracking back our wing backs, in my opinion.
We do track 100.
No, but that's what didn't happen in the FA Cup game where Sterling played on one side.
But I'm not basing it on that, man.
You can't say
because
you can't say Sterling don't track back, but Mahrez will. It don't work like that.
What do you mean? But Sterling won't start in the Champions League.
No, I know, but I'm saying there's no difference between Sterling and the rest of your wingers in terms of the tracking back thing.
Yeah. But if our wingers are going to be required to track back, bro.
No, I know, but I'm saying they're not good at it. That's not their strong point.
Yeah, but how many wingers are great at tracking back?
Bro, there's a counter to everything, innit? At the end of the day, I think Chelsea are going to win. You think Man City are going to win. Like, it's easy said than done.
I might as well give my prediction then.
That's what I'm saying. I want us to give our predictions, innit? Just give your scoreline, I'll give my scoreline, you give your scoreline.
I think I'm going to go with 2-0 City.
You don't think we will score?
No, I don't think you'll
disrespectful, but it's cool.
I don't think it's
you don't rate. Werner's polluting the whole front line.
I don't think you want to see the Goliath we have at the back. The Goliath.
Ruben Diaz.
The man amongst boys.
He's conceded both times we faced him.
The man amongst boys.
You know Ruben Diaz had his worst game of the season against Chelsea.
Hey, we call Ruben Diaz Champions League R.
What?
I'm trying to think of playoff P, but... Hey, the guy
that's a Champions League.
Body
that's
on the
a Champions League. Do
you know who we have, bro?
Body on the line, no T on wing.
Money, Mason Money Mount.
Do you know who we have?
Alliteration.
Do you know who you have?
There's no alliteration. There's no alliteration in your team.
Huh?
There's no alliteration in your team.
There
Mason
is.
Money Mount. Who?
Wait there.
Man's going through the whole man's team.
Magnificent Mahrez.
Oh, really? Really? That's corny as shit, bro. What? That's corny.
I said Magnificent Mahrez.
Magnificent Mahrez.
Come on, you could do better than that. You're better.
No, the Money Mason Mount thing is dead as well. That's
Mason
dead.
Money Mount,
that's
bro.
Dead.
Not Money Mount. Get it right.
Money
What
Mason.
is it? You said what?
Mason Money Mount, bro.
No, it's Floyd Money Mayweather. He can't be in the same category as Mayweather. That money is reserved. That money is reserved. It's reserved.
It's not.
It's reserved. Don't let Jake Paul come and violate, fam.
He said 2-0. I say 2-1. And what do you think?
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. And then...
Wait, what? These guys are up, you know. I swear. You saying 2-1 to Chelsea?
No, he said 2-1 Chelsea.
Oh.
Look at this guy. He said 2-1. No. I haven't even given my... Exactly. I haven't even given my prediction. You're lucky. You're lucky. You know what? Only because it's Pep Guardiola.
You see why he's on ropes?
No, I'm not on ropes. No, because I believe that there's an agenda on that side of the room.
Nah, there's not, man.
There's an agenda.
No chance.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I was going to one last one. I'm going to go at City, only because of Pep Guardiola. Do you know what I mean? I know that he's going to have some serious, like intricate tactics, do you know what I mean, for this game. So, yeah, I'm going to go with you, man.
And Danny, I'm not being
I'll
funny.
say 3-1. 3-1.
3-1, yeah? I'll not be funny. You lot can't win. Like, it's too soon, man. Like, as in you can't
And if
win.
that's your logic,
No,
bro.
that's not. As in, that's
If
not.
that's his logic, people,
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's gonna be a long day.
That's not logic. That's not logic. That's just you lot can't win.
Alright, that's
As in,
fine, man.
you shouldn't be allowed to win. As in,
I guess
you
so,
can't.
man.
You
I
can't
guess so.
bump this.
You know what you man need to do, yeah?
can't bump
You
it.
just have to keep them on the back foot. Do you know what I mean? You can't let them... I think...
You just can't let them impose themselves
because
on the
they'll
game.
build confidence, and that's when it becomes a problem.
I think you have to cut the snake's head.
Yes, from the jump as
Who's
well.
the snake,
From the
though?
jump.
Who's the snake in our team? We don't have a snake.
Tuchel's the snake. You have to
No, you have to
kill
be.
Tuchel's confidence.
He ain't on the
Team's
pitch.
gone, man.
What you do is you make the center. You dominate the ball in the middle of the park. I think if you can, you know what I mean, clearly win the midfield battle, which I think you will, then that's your way to win.
Cool. We'll leave it there then. Boy, serious discussions, man. Serious discussions. Of course, me and Josh gonna be backing our teams to the end. Darren being the neutrals, obviously gone with a 3-1 Manchester City win. But yeah, make sure you comment down below who you think will win the Champions League final, who you're betting on. Whether Man City will do it for the first time. Pep Guardiola obviously doing it for the first time with Man City and for the first time without Lionel Messi, which will be big for him.
Huge.
And then obviously with Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel, I mean, first major trophy at Chelsea, potentially second major trophy at Chelsea, being the Champions League and also Chelsea's second Champions League trophy. There's a lot on the line for both managers and a lot to gain, a lot to gain.
100%.
So yeah, man, it's going to be a very, very good final. I'm looking forward to it, bro.
I ain't watching it with you though.
You're not watching it with me?
No, you listen. We
I
gotta
know,
watch
man.
it together, man.
I need to watch.
Someone's gonna be
that
in
game
tears.
is gonna be so tactically immense. I can't watch it in a group of people. I need to study
You need
that
to
game.
take it in.
So then when we come and record, yeah, on that weekend or whatever, I can come and give you some. Let me. After all the laughs and that, I can give you
Regurgitate the
some
knowledge you
Yeah,
gained.
man, all the vibes, man.
Alright,
I'll pull up at your house after though, happily.
Fam, you ain't pulling up if you lose.
I lie.
I know you're not.
You know the ones. You ain't coming
And
with
I
the
will
same
pull up.
energy. If
I
you
know where
lose.
you live.
Huh?
I'll pull up. I know where you
I
live.
know I'll drop you off every Sunday, bro.
Hey, don't be
I lie.
them kind of. Follow us at Eyes on the Ball TV, and also at the High Press Media on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of the accounts. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff on both platforms. But yeah, man, it's been the eye test. It's your boy JK.
The key ingredient, but stay out of the mix.
Man, tilted his head.
This guy.
I'm crying.
Hey,
Boy, Darren.
it's your boy Darren, man. Simple. The AKAs are coming.
Yeah.
AKAs are coming, man. It's the eye test, and we out, man.
Deuces.
I got my eye on the ball. I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball. I got my eye on the ball, yeah. I got my eye on the ball. I got my eye on the ball.